You are entering a mock draft live stream. Please stand by for Smitty.
Smitty is live Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern.
You are entering a mock draft live stream. Please stand by for Smitty. You are entering a mock draft live stream. Please stand by for Smitty. You are entering a mock draft live stream. Please stand by for Smitty. You are entering a mock draft live stream. Please stand by for Smitty. You are entering a mock draft
live from the fantasyfootballshow.com studios. It's the Fantasy Football Show live Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern.
It's mock draft. Whoa. That's the old graphic. It's mock draft time, buddy boys. It's mock draft time. And we are going to be jumping in to not only a mock draft, but a live best ball draft, Mania 3 on Underdog Fantasy. I'm going to click in there right now, so you're going to have to jump in right away because spots go very quickly. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of time. I've dropped the link and pinned it in the chat. I'll drop it once more. Click this link and jump into Underdog Fantasy, create your account, do whatever you got to do, drop in your deposit, $10 minimum deposit. Gets you a free phone call from me, so you can DM me and say, Smitty, give me that phone call. But drop it now. You got to be new to Underdog to get that. Link is pinned. Link has been dropped twice. I'm going to be jumping into this best ball Underdog draft almost instantly. Let's go to the ESPN drafts and pick something that is about 5-6 minutes away instead of the 10-10. We'll go to 10-15. We'll go 12 team snake, 10-15, 12 spots available. Join this league. Return to draft room, dropping ESPN link right now, so jump into the ESPN draft, going over to Sleeper, copying this link. I'm drafting from the one spot in this league. Sleeper link has been dropped. Now let's go to the Underdog Fantasy homepage. Click the link. It's pinned in the live chat. This is the only one I pinned. Click that link. We're jumping in option 3, which is Best Ball Mania 3. I'm going to select this option right here. Before I do so, look at these prizes. First place, $2 million. Second place is $1 million right here. Third place is $500,000. It goes all the way down to all these places. But look at what 470th place pays. If you finish 401st to 470th, you get $1,000. Let's enter that bad boy. 30-second draft. You'll enter with me. Let's see how many we have available. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spots left. A couple of you jumped in already, and we had a couple randos, I think, waiting in there as well. Your boy Smitty is representing with the brand as the handle. These people don't know who they're messing with. They're drafting with your boy Smitty right now. We've got how many spots available? 6 spots available. Jump in to these Underdog spots now. The draft will start as soon as those spots fill up. ESPN link. Looks like we're already pretty full in that one. We've got the 12 spot available and the 6 spot available in the ESPN draft. That link was dropped already. It looks like we are now full in the ESPN draft. We're now full in the sleeper draft. I'm going to kick that bad boy off. I took the 1 pick so I could get the pick out of the way and move on and come back to this. So we're going to go waiting room. We got 3 minutes and 52 seconds left. Are you stressed out? I'm not stressed out. This ain't nothing. This ain't nothing. All I got to do is not time out. ESPN draft is 3 minutes and 44 seconds away. The sleeper draft is well underway. We're at pick 4. It went Jonathan Taylor, Najee Harris, Cooper Kupp, Jamar Chase. Let's go. Let's go. We got Tariq's in the building. Logan, Navage, Thorbear, Jimmy, Justin Herbert's in the building. Kittle is up. Jefferson went number 6. McCaffrey went 1.5. We're waiting on 6 people in the Underdog draft still, unless this hasn't refreshed. Let me refresh that. We're waiting on 5 people in that draft. Now Tariq is up with the 1.7. Who's Tariq going to take at this 1.7? He takes Austin Eckler. Nice choice. Logan is now up, then Navage, then Thorbear, then Jimmy, and then Justin Herbert. Back on the Underdog side now, 5 spots remain on the Underdog Best Ball Mania draft. Again, go to the homepage if you don't know what you're looking for. The link is pinned in the chat. You're going to click on the third option, the BBM3 with the bull on it. This is Best Ball Mania 3, and this has monster prizes in this. Look at this. It's unbelievable. Look at all these prizes. $2 million to first place. Second place gets $1 million. Third's $500,000. Fourth is $200,000. $100,000 to fifth, and so on, all the way down. Like literally, you get $90 if you're 5,640th place. If you're 470th, you get $1,000. You're buying meatloaf for Ma for a year, for 2 years off of that grand. So get in there. Lineup requirements are right here. First of all, the league goes 1 through 14, and then in week 15, if the top 2 teams in that league that you're drafting in, so the top 2 teams in the league I'm drafting in, advance to week 15, and then advance to week 16, and then advance to week 17, and then it's a total point race, baby, for the big prize. 5 people left in the Underdog draft. Jump in there. Link has been pinned. Let me close this homepage here. And let's go to the ESPN draft. We're 1 minute and 37 seconds away from that countdown to start. Back on the sleeper draft. We'll stay here for a little bit because ESPN's a little ways away. Underdog, I can see we have 4 people remaining that need to join before that draft just kicks off in, I think, 2 minutes after that happens. From the 12 pick, we've got Dalvin Cook and Mixon paired up. From the 11 pick, we've got CeeDee Lamb and Devontae Adams paired up. We got running back from the 12. Wide receiver from the 11. Nice job, guys. Javonte Williams and Diggs paired up. I love that combination. Swift and Debo. Absolutely love that combination. Henry and Kelsey. If Henry stays healthy and Kelsey stays healthy, you're going to start off with a monster squad, bro. Eckler and Hill. Hill's a little early there from what we've been mocking, but he could still easily earn that. So it's only early because we see him fall, but it's not necessarily something that I don't sign off on. Like the other options, they're question marks. So, at this point, I don't hate that. Aaron Jones has got some question marks, so that's not like that pick's that much, different or safer. Hill, Andrews, we kind of get into a risky territory here. Nick Chubb's risky. So Tyreek Hill, Aaron Jones, Nick Chubb, 3 straight risky players. How's Nick Chubb? Smitty, I think Miss Smitty's still up, so I can use the megaphone. Smitty, how is Nick Chubb risky? Because he's on an offense where we don't know what the heck's going on. Who's going to be the quarterback? Kareem Hunt even said himself that it's frustrating and it's a little stressful in practice preparing for 2 different quarterbacks because you block differently for these 2 different quarterbacks. You plan differently. You run plays differently. There's different options for each play. Even though Brissett's a pretty decent comparison type of signal caller in some ways, it's still very different. So this team is going to be in shambles. I'm worried about it. Harris and ETN. ETN's going early. Let's not on the regular shove him into round 2. Let's be very, very careful not to do that on the regular, guys. But man, everybody's getting sniped. Doesn't it feel like there's no one to draft anymore? Let's just go Andrews. I don't normally do this, but let's just go Andrews because I'm running out of time. And AJ Brown and see how this team looks. But don't you guys feel like it's getting so much harder to draft every single night with you guys? 7 picks away in the underdog. Oh man, that thing started quick. Waiting room is open on the ESPN. I'm already starting off. Draft begins in 1:44 on Sleeper. I'm a ways away before my pick, so now I can focus on this underdog draft. So far in the underdog draft, let's click on this view. It went JT, it went Cooper Kupp, it went Austin Eckler. Now zone offense is on the clock. Do I recognize any of the names in here? Any of our boys in here? I don't know if you guys are using different names in here. I'm not sure. I don't know. Is Soccer 7MP? Is that maybe Brian? I don't know. We'll find out. Let's go back to the... I'm almost up. Christian McCaffrey, Jamar Chase. So JJ's gone. Cooper Kupp's gone. Jamar Chase is gone. Taylor's gone. Eckler's gone. McCaffrey's gone. That means Najee's still there. Derrick Henry just went. Is Najee going to fall to me? My number 1 player at this point will be Najee. Then my next running back up will be Swift. I'm going to cue Javonte, but I'm not taking him here. Najee's my guy. My wide receivers... I'm going to say Lamb, Adams, and Debo, and... Okay, yeah. I mean, that's where we're at right now. I hope Najee falls. I mean, I'll take Swift, but I hope Najee Harris falls. No, he doesn't fall. Javonte's going to fall. I'm going to go with Swifty here. We'll go Swifty. We are 1, 2, 3, 4 picks away, then I'm back on the clock. ESPN draft is about to start, 13 seconds away. Sleeper's about 3/4 of the way down the 3rd round, and then it flips back around, so I got a ways. I'm 3 picks away over here. I took Swift, then it went Dalvin Cook. Let's go to this view. It's a little nicer view here. Joe Mixon and Kelsey are paired up. Now on the clock is this individual here. I take the points. Do you take the points, bro? Do you take the points? We'll find out when I take Madison from your Kung Fu grip. I take the points. I'm telling you, don't even know it. I'm announcing it right now. I'm telegraphing. I'm taking Madison from you later. Get ready, buddy. Javonte. Okay, Javonte's there. Adams went. CD Debo. Easy call for me. Win a league positioning. Javonte Williams. Love it. Sleeper's about to turn. It's flipping into the 4th round. I'll come back to that one. I'm on the clock in the ESPN draft. It went Jonathan Taylor. Looks like I'm pick number 2. Let's go with Jamar Chase. Let's try Jamar Chase. Let's try a wide receiver from the 2 pick in ESPN. Let's throw people for a loop. Sleepers at the... Let's see what teams we got here. Mike Williams is a little... Oh, my... Brian, I said I'd leave you alone on some of these picks, but Mike Williams at 3.12. Super early, bro. And then Pittman at 4.1. I can't hold back, bro. That's really early for both those guys. I don't like that. Brian. You do you. I appreciate you. You know you're my boy, Blue. But those 2 picks are really early, bro. Lamb, Adams, Kamara, and Gibson. I kind of like that, Jimmy. I kind of like that, pal. Javonte, Diggs, Metcalf, McLaurin, Thorbear. I'm giving Thorbear a top 4 ticket to the big dance on my mock draft rankings. I'm a ways away. 14 picks in ESPN, 12 picks away in this draft, but this is the most important draft. I need to queue up some of my boys, make sure they're ready to rumble when I call upon them. And let's just cue Kamara anyway. I'm not sure where we're going to draft him. Waddle, I love Waddle. McLaurin, love McLaurin. Waller, Herbert. I'm just queuing everybody I can find. DK. I think we're good for a while. I think it could come back. I don't think I'm going to have an empty queue for quite some time. Schultz, yeah, I'm good for a while. I'll come back to that. I'm 10 picks away. ESPN, I'm 12 picks away. Sleeper, I'm getting really close, so I better start queuing up some boys here and getting ready for the dance. Hollywood. God, this is Snipe City over here. It is Snipe City. I can't even take a tight end. DJ Moore. Hollywood. God. This is tough. You guys are really, really getting out of control with your snipage. I have a feeling I'm going to have to go Kyler or Lamar with one of these picks because I don't know what I'm going to do here. I suppose if I didn't have Andrews, I'd go Waller. I'm not taking Kenneth Walker too early in this. I don't want to ruin his ADP. I'd probably say I'm just going to take Lamar here to reset my class. It's a little early. Like he would be 5.1, but I needed to press the button. I'm 7 picks away in the underdog draft. I never take Deontay. Let's see what Deontay looks like. I rip on Deontay a lot. Let's draft him. Let's draft him at 5.1, see how it feels. I won't take him as my 4th player, but I'm sitting here as my 5th player. Let's see how I like my squad. 6 picks away in the underdog draft. This is how the draft has gone so far. You too can get in an underdog draft by going to the link that's in the description and the one that I've pinned in the chat. Use promo code Smitty if you're watching this later and you don't know where the links are. The link is in the description. It's pretty easy to find of the video. Or go to the fantasyfootballshow.com. I have it at the top of my site always. But use promo code Smitty and then that works too. Get into these underdog drafts. Look where these guys are falling. There's value everywhere. ESPN, I'm 2 picks away. Sleeper, I'm a ways away, so I can get actually, no, we're done over there. I'll review the teams at the end. 6 picks away over here. I mean, I like my team. It's pretty good. JT, Andrews, AJ Brown, Lamar Jackson, Deontay, and I'm not a Deontay fan at all, but I'll take guys I don't like to see how it feels because sometimes maybe I need to change my mind. I don't know that I feel awful about Deontay at 5.1. It certainly didn't feel great. I would have taken Mike Williams if Brian didn't snag him. I'm on the clock here. Oh, man. ETN's there. McLaurin, we need... How do we pass an ETN? How do we pass an ETN? We can't. We got to take ETN. We don't have a wide receiver yet, but I feel like DK will be there. McLaurin will be there. We're picking very soon. That running stable is just too good. I'm going to time out over here. AJ Brown. Let's go AJ Brown. Okay, I'm 2 picks away. Sleeper, I don't have to worry about that. I'll review the teams at the end. ESPN, I'm 2 picks away. I've got Chase and AJ Brown so far. I don't have a running back. Let's go ahead and take, we'll queue up Breece Hall, and we'll take Breece Hall next. Take the points. I'm coming for Madison. Take the points. You don't even know it. You might watch this back someday, and you're going to be like, man, I can't believe it. Take Breece Hall. First running back. Let's do it. One pick away. We're on the clock. God, it sucks seeing Breece Hall there. I got him in a lot of drafts, though, and we had to take ETN. Waddle, McLaurin, and DK. Let's go with McLaurin and lock down our wide receiver 1. So in this draft, I have Swift, Javonte, Travis Etienne, and McLaurin. That's a pretty good start. I need to start thinking about quarterback with one of the next 2 picks, because in best ball drafts, especially on underdog, it's hard to win without a really good quarterback rotation. Even though it's 1 QB in best ball, when you have like a Brady and a Burrow, those are the crafty best ball players. They know what they're doing. People don't understand that it takes that kind of... Ron, I'm sorry. There's been super chats dropped, and I haven't said a word about it yet. I've been busy doing this, and I apologize. Ron dropping the super. Ron, I appreciate you, my man. What's up, Graveyard? Says Ron Navy with the $199 holler. And then we have Now You Know How I Feel. That one underdog draft with the running backs, I couldn't resist. I couldn't either. It was too hard to pass on that. But Ron, how do you think I'm doing so far? Getting a wide receiver as good as McLaurin while still stacking the running backs. We'll see what my quarterbacks look like. But I'm feeling pretty good about that. I think if I get a Trey Lance and another quarterback I like similar to Trey Lance, I'm going to feel pretty good about the team. So tell me what you think about it so far, Ron. Appreciate you being in here. I don't know if anybody subscribed to the YouTube exclusive membership. If you did, I appreciate you. I haven't checked in the chat yet. Let me copy that link and put that in the chat right now. YouTube exclusive membership. If anybody wants the emojis like Swaggy's using, click that and let's roll. 12 picks away in the underdog draft. ESPN, I'm 12 picks away as well. These teams, let's review real quick. Cook, Mixon, Mike Williams, Pittman, Dillon. I like the Dillon pick. I don't mind the first 2 picks. It's just way too early. Brian with those 3.1 and 4.1 picks. Mike Williams is going in 5.1 to 5.12 area. Pittman's going sometimes in the mid 4th, and I don't like it. So 4.1 I don't like. But do you, bro? Do you? These are the 2 players I could be completely wrong on this year. So trust your gut. But I will say that even if I'm wrong on Mike Williams, you're still taking him way too early. You're leaving value on the table. That's kind of my advice. Not to doubt him. Not to doubt players. I'm not going to ride you on Fournette this night tonight. If you draft Fournette, do you? But I am going to tell you, you need to take advantage of ADP a little more on those, because the ADPs are a lot further from that. I know you might not have got them, but like you can't just force them a whole like 12 picks early just because they may be gone. You go different routes, I think, instead of forcing it. Lamb, Adams, Kamara, Gibson, Edwards-Helaire. I like that, Jimmy. I don't know if I like the Clyde. It's okay. I like him better in round 6, even though that's almost round 6. Splitting hairs at this point. Javonte, Diggs, Metcalf, McLaurin, Schultz. Man, Thorbear. I don't know what you're going to do at running back 2 or your quarterback spot. You'll be fine at quarterback. Quarterback's deep. I love it, man. You hit a home run. Top 3 team. Navage, Swift, Debo, Pitts, Fournette, Judy. That's pretty good, bro. Fournette is better value there, Brian. I like his value of Fournette there. Judy, yeah, I mean, that could be a top 6 team. Henry, Kelsey, Mahomes, Connor, Godwin's a waste of a pick there, Logan. He's not even ready. He won't even be ready for week 1. And when he comes back, he's coming back from an ACL tear that wasn't ready for week 1. So he's not going to be healthy all year long. If you're not ready for week 1, you don't just emerge in week 4 healthy. Like, you come back struggling. So Godwin's a waste of a pick. Like, not even remotely arguable in the 5th round. But Logan, you crushed your first 4 picks. And had you taken somebody else like Schultz or Dillon or whatever, like, insane. 3 picks away. DK still there. Oh my, he's not going to fall. There's no way DK falls. There's no way. He's the top wide receiver. There's 2 picks left. There's a lot of wide receivers that need to get drafted in this draft. There's no way DK falls. If DK falls, this is what I was talking about. Earlier with you guys, and Ron Navy, I talked to you about this specifically the other night. This is where the draft becomes $2 million winnable is this stage right here when you use the formula of best player available and the balanced approach works out beautifully. He's going to time out. DK! Had I gotten DK on that, in my opinion, that would have made this, that slippage in the ADP, that slippage, one player needed to slip for me to get in a position where I felt like I had a team I shouldn't have. I just shouldn't have the team. And I almost got DK. DK was that important. He was that much of a difference maker at this draft slot. I'm very disappointed right now. That would have been huge. If Burrow's still there, Miss Smitty, Burrow's still on the clock. She said, tell him to be quiet. Oh my God, I can't believe I got Joe Burrow. Oh my God. I mean, he does fall to the 6.1 a lot. So I guess I'm shocked because I was, man. The question is, I love that. That's great value. That's great value. Oh, I'm on the clock in the ESPN draft, aren't I?
Quick, make your pick.
Let's go Pitts. I got to get back to the big dance. This is the big deal over here. Dalton Schultz is there. Look, I could go back-to-back quarterbacks here. I don't think I should because I think I can get value potentially. Running back, I can't mess around. Even though I love Gibson's value, even though I love Pollard, I got to look at wide receiver here. Mooney's very good. St. Brown's very good. That's just such a shame. Dalton Schultz could be a difference maker. I want to be really thin at wide receiver, but I'm not forcing wide receiver here when I still have the best player available as Dalton Schultz by a mile. Do you guys see what I'm doing here? I'm putting myself in a bind, okay? I'm digging a hole that I've got to solve. I got to solve it at wide receiver 2 and wide receiver 3. I'm digging a hole. But I'm let's go Mitchell. I don't know. I don't even care necessarily about this draft. I'm sorry if that hurts anybody's feelings in this draft. This is still a good team. For not caring, I'm doing pretty darn good. Same to you, Miss Smitty. Breece Hall, Eli Mitchell, Chase, AJ Brown, Pitts. That ain't bad. That ain't bad at all. Eckler, Hill, Barkley, Mitchell, Dak, Jefferson, Aaron Jones, Higgins, Burrow, Walker. That's pretty solid. Very good, Kittle. McCaffrey, Chubb, Allen, Kittle, Sutton. I like it. Chase, Allen, Waddle, Monty, Waller. That's really good. There's a couple really good teams. That's probably top 6 right there. Top 5. Very good. Monty, I mean, granted, you're going to be hurting at running back 2, just like I'm going to be hurting at wide receiver 2 and 3. Kupp, Hall, Herbert, Moore, Elliott, pretty good. You know, I'm starting to warm up a little bit more to Elliott in round 4 and 5. Just a little bit because of the Pollard cuff, but, you know, just a little bit in case he has some kind of 5-6 game run where he's really good and then he breaks. But then you have to have Pollard. Pollard is a must. I'm only warming up in like the 4th and 5th round. I do not like Elliott in the 3rd round. Travis Etienne in the 2nd's really early, but you could flip-flop these and it wouldn't be a big deal, Frake. So on paper, it doesn't really matter, you know. So Harris, Travis Etienne, Evans, you could flip those and it'd be fine. It'd be acceptable. Hollywood Brown and Murray. Frank, this is a top 5 team. Taylor, Andrews, AJ Brown, Lamar Jackson, Deontay. I don't like Deontay. I know I would have got a Hollywood Brown or a DJ Moore or a Mike Williams in a normal draft setting. It's because you guys are absolute monsters that I got sniped into drafting Deontay, but I still feel like I'm a top 16. I don't think I'm as good as 2 or 3 of those teams, though. Those are pretty fire teams. I'm grabbing the 12 picks so I can stay kind of far away and focus on this other draft for a little bit. So I'm going to drop the link in the chat. Go ahead and grab it. ESPN, I'm 11 picks away. This draft, I'm 7 away. I'm even having 2 wide receivers, or having only 1 wide receiver and 2 wide receiver spots to fill in my lineup on this Best Ball Mania 3 draft with $10 million in prizes, and you can join the same exact league just in a different group of 12. And if you are the top 2 in your league, we'll meet in week 15. You will meet me in week 15. Link is pinned in the live chat, and the link, if you're watching the replay, is in the description of the video definitely play Underdog Fantasy using promo code Smitty in the link in the description of the video and the live chat. I'm almost up. Here's how it looks. I won't. If Trey Lance is there, I may take him. I don't care. I love Trey Lance. I think Trey Lance is going to be a monster. The only thing is Aaron Rodgers is there. Derek Carr's there. They're all kind of down pretty far. I don't think they'll make it back to my next group of picks, but my second of these 2 picks. So I may have to look at the wide receivers and truly find out who. Ayuk's really good here. Lazard's really good here. I could go back-to-back wide receiver. I might need to. I like Claypool on the next set of picks. I think Claypool could easily be my wide receiver 3 without any concerns on my part. Ayuk could be pretty good here. I think Ayuk's safe. I kind of want Trey Lance really badly though. I like Aaron Rodgers a lot, but I kind of want Trey Lance really badly. I think let's take a gamble and see. Can Ayuk last? 1, 2, 3, 4 picks in between. These guys have 2 wide receivers only. It's better to let Trey Lance fall and get Aaron Rodgers, I think. So I'm going to go Ayuk and fill that wide receiver spot. I think that was a smart move. I mean, I got my quarterback. I don't need to worry too much. Damian Harris went. I think this will pay off. Do you guys see what I'm doing, though? I'm not worrying about creating a weakness in my wide receiver roles because I'm taking best player available. I'm just stacking I have no weakness except for that wide receiver 3 right now. Clyde Edwards-Helaire went. I could take wide receiver Cook. We're on the clock. Trey Lance is still there. Paid off. I bet you Ayuk would have went. Oh, we got to do this real quick. I don't know. Sure. Trey Lance has got to be the pick for me. I could go Claypool, but I think Claypool falls. Give me Trey, and let's have an amazing. And they got different bye weeks, 10 and 9. Have an amazing quarterback duo. And for people that are saying, is this a 2 QB league? It's not. But in best ball, it's different than in normal 1 QB leagues because it literally will take your most optimal starter each week. And when you have 2 monsters, you can score without messing up. Like when you have 2 QBs, like let's say you had Aaron Rodgers and Mahomes, you probably as a human being are going to just pick the wrong guy each week. In best ball, it picks the highest score for you. So if you take 2 elite quarterbacks, instead of having a 300-point Pat Mahomes and a 300-point Aaron Rodgers and not sure who you start each game, it will be optimal for you. Let's go. I'm going to time out. I'll just take I'll take Russell Wilson, whatever. It's going to pick for you the most optimal score that week. So your 300 Pat Mahomes and your 300 Aaron Rodgers in a 1 QB league in best ball might be 375. So that's why it's important to grab 2 elite quarterbacks, potential elite. Like I got a quiet elite quarterback in Trey because the rotation is going to make you potentially win. Ron, I wanted you to check in. Ron, I didn't get a chance to see what you had said. Let's see here. Join your Underdog link using my iPad. Thank you, Ron. I appreciate that. Hey, Ron, question for you. Can you let me know what you think of this team? Oh, you already did. So far, good. A lot of wide receiver value coming, and Hopkins could be a good pick. Yeah, let me see. Is Hopkins still there? I don't think he is. I'm 18 picks away in this draft. Claypool. I hope Hopkins. I don't think Hopkins is ranked this low because of the suspension. No. That would have been a great. That is one of my favorite picks. You know who's my secret weapon wide receiver 4-5 in these best ball drafts when I ignore wide receiver 3-4 to stack them running backs is this guy Alec Pierce. It might take him a little time to get into the role, but I absolutely love Alec Pierce. I own him, I think, in every single best ball draft I've done. 100% ownership of the well over a dozen drafts I think that I've done. On this particular account, I think I've done not that sum total. It's some, I don't know how many. I'll have to look at how many I have on this in particular. But I mean, I've done a lot of best ball drafts. I own him in every single draft. I like Sky Moore a little bit here. Lockett's kind of interesting, I suppose. Christian Watson's going to be force fed. Dotson's interesting for later. Tolbert's interesting for emergency drafting later. I think that's probably it for right now. This is getting deep. This is getting real deep. I'm going to scroll up. I'm going to get to them running backs and start queuing up a few because I am 2 picks away. And my boy Kenneth Walker. He's the number 1 running back left, though. He's not going to fall. He's not going to fall. This team has 3 running backs, so the current team on the clock probably won't take a running back. But this nap. Oh, he took Walker. Oh, that was a difference maker. That's what I'm talking about, Ron. If and I don't think the DK thing costs us too much, but that's what I'm talking about. Had Kenny Walker fallen to me, that would have been such a difference maker that would have put us in a position. I gotta cue Tyler Algier for later, Rashad White for later. I might reach on one of these guys. Oh, God, that really pisses me off. I'm going to go Claypool now because I'm running out of time, and I just got thrown off on that. I like the receiver room. It's underrated. Oh, my God. If I got Kenneth Walker, Ron. Stop, Smitty. You don't need more running backs, period. Bro, have you played best ball? Have you played best ball before? Tunyon's a good backup tight end for a best ball rotation. Man, I almost had Kenny Walker. If I could have thrown Kenny Walker into my 4th running back spot, very upset. I'll even go quarterback again soon. Oh, God, that makes me angry. Tyler Algier is within the scroll, and I really believe he's going to be a league winner for people. So I'm not risking that he gets taken because I got to wait a ways before I can draft. I'm going to go Algier. I'm going Algier. I think this guy could be a difference maker to an extreme degree. Claypool's there. What do I got here? Russell Wilson. I don't even know what this team has. I've just been like clicking to get back to the big one. Russell Wilson, Breece Hall, Eli Mitchell, Chase, AJ Brown, Pitts, Elijah Moore. It's a pretty good team. I'm kind of drafting this blindly, and I like it. Go Ayuk. We'll go Ayuk. We are a ways away. We're 14 picks away in the underdog draft. Man, Ron, I'm telling you, Ron, I feel like I was this close to having the winning team. I know that sounds optimistic. I swear I felt this close to having the winning team. I don't care. Give me Claypool. It was DK and Kenneth Walker. Had DK and Kenneth Walker fell 2 more spots each. That's what I'm talking about. You do this balanced, best player available approach. Meaning the best player available approach, you luck out and you can draft balance. Because sometimes best player available, you got to go wide receiver, running back. And then I literally went balance. Quarterback. Like, look at my squad. I've got Swift and Javonte and ETN. I started out not balanced, but then I got McLaurin. That's a wide receiver 1. That's a low-end wide receiver 1. Then I got Burrow. That's a top 4 QB. Top 1 to 4 in my book. I got Trey Lance. That's a 5 to 7 QB. If I could have got DK instead of Ayuk and Kenny Walker, this would have been a big money winning team in my opinion. I predict that this would have been, I still think it can be. I still really like it. But I really believe this would have been, I'm not saying it would have won the whole thing. This would have been a big money winner right here. Goodness gracious, man. This is still one of the better teams I've drafted in a while on these underdog Best Ball Mania 3s, which you could draft in as well by clicking on the link that's pinned in the chat and the link in the description if you're watching the replay, or using promo code Smitty. And if you make it out of your group of 12, because you battle with the group that you draft with for 14 weeks, the top 2 teams advance to week 15, and then people advance to the week 16, and then the final week 17, the remaining big group of people are in a total point race for that 1 week for the $2 million first place prize, the $1 million second place. And I believe at every gateway, you're guaranteed X number of dollars, because I think if you make it I forget if it's week 15, you get that. I don't know what the exact cutoff is. I don't want to speak out of turn here. You picked Algier too soon. I got him at 15th round. Yeah, I probably did. I got excited, Ron. I did see him, though, creeping up. Damian Pierce, I like. I'm just going to cue guys. I like. I'm not saying I'm drafting these guys, but let's see. Backup tight end at some point. I'm going to need one. Fant's falling really, really far. I'm not saying there's the Hooper pick, right, Silver. Thank you for the super chat, by the way. Smitty got his Waddle goggles on in this draft. My Waddle goggles. Whatever do you mean, sir? What are we in? Round 10? I might turn on auto draft. Oh, I'm on the clock here. Whatever. James Cook. Great. Okay. Alec Pierce is decent. I wouldn't mind drafting another signal caller at some point. I'm going to time out. I just got to grab him. It's way too early. I was going to time out. That's right. Let me cue a quarterback. I'm going to cue a quarterback for my third quarterback. I always think about Watson in the last round, just in case he's only out 6 to 8 games and we're shocked. But I always cue Davis Mills, who's usually never taken very early at all.
Make your pick.
So I'm going to turn this on auto draft. I don't need this right now, okay? Tyler Algier, give me him. All right, auto pick, sound off. We'll look at that in a bit. Damian Pierce. It's getting so thin. What do I look like here with bye weeks? 6, 9, 11, 14. I'm fine at running back. 9, 9, 14, 14. I need some wide receivers that don't have the same bye week. 9, 9. Oh man. I'm hurting in week 9 and week 14 on the wide receiver side. So I need to draft some different wide receivers. That's a problem. That's a big problem. A Bourne in 10. That could be an emergency. Jameson Williams in 6. I don't mind that. He should be healthy. I'll take Jameson Williams. I normally don't, take him this early, but I do need another wide receiver I really like that, maybe he's in there doing some good work by week 14 and week 9. I don't know. We'll see. Let's start this draft. I apologize, guys. Let's start this draft. Yeah, Algier I picked a little early, but at the same time, he was not super far away from being the top ranked running back. He was like, you could see him. He was visible. You didn't have to scroll anymore. So, I don't know. I took him because I had a long ways away. Yeah, Jameson Williams is a pretty decent pick. I need another wide receiver that's not by week 9 or by week 14. I have Kendrick Bourne queued up just in case I can't find anybody in time. Pickens is week 9. Hamler's week 9. Week 14 and week 9 are a pretty big bye week. McKenzie 7. feel like there's a couple players down here that feel... You know, I like Braxton Berrios for some reason. Shakir, I like really, really late. Danny Gray's week 9. I know he's not going to do much right out of the gate, but I do like him later on. So Swift went, Cook went. Let's go Adams and Diggs. 6 picks away. Bourne's looking like the... I guess Bourne's looking like the top guy that isn't week 9 or week 14, right? Berrios isn't bad. I do have the luxury of picking by bye week, bro, because it's best ball. So look what I have going on here. You got to start 3 wide receivers. You got to make sure you don't have, you know, if 2 guys are out, then I have week 14 guys. So if week 9, I will have both Ayuk and Claypool out, and I'll have Pierce and McLaurin and Jameson Williams only. You have to look at bye week when it comes to best ball. Khalil Herbert's interesting. Zamir White's okay. I mean, we're talking about very deep options right here. I like Hassan Haskins. He's pretty good. Batty's interesting. Tight end. I need a backup tight end for sure. But I felt like Fant is falling pretty good. Maybe I'll go Fant. Maybe I'll go Kendrick Bourne. Higgins is a wee bit early at 2.8 there. Second place. That's a wee bit early, my man. About a whole round. And even when he's getting taken that round, you know, in 3rd round, it still feels a tad bit early to me. I understand it. You know, I don't hate it. No one's taking a lap over it, but definitely think you can't take him in the 2nd round, bro. Avatar, dropping a super. Appreciate you. I'm going to take Tolbert because I want to have... I know his bye week's the same, but I want to have Tolbert on my squad. I like Tolbert a lot. ETN, AJ Brown, and Najee Harris. I love that trio from the 2 pick. Jonathan Taylor, Josh Allen, and Breece Hall. Very, very solid. I really like it. We'll see what you do at wide receiver. Frake. I'm sorry. Brian has Kupp, Evans, and Herbert. I like that start, Brian. Good job. Jefferson, Aaron Jones, and who to Frake? Who you guys liking here right now for this next pick? Toss out who you like. Would love to see your thoughts. ESPN teams review. Tell me your team name, and I'll review it. I don't want to review a bunch of randos. We don't have time for that. I disabled my I put on auto, by the way. I'm 14 picks away in this. Who do you guys like over here? Who do you liking? I got my queue up. I'll show the quarterbacks. Obviously, my team's right here. I've got Joe Burrow, Trey Lance, different bye weeks, so we don't necessarily need a quarterback yet. I do want a 3rd one. Berrios, I like Berrios too. And he does solve that bye week problem. I really like Berrios. I think it's crowded, but I like him. I think he could definitely be pretty good. I still love the 12 pick. I know that we haven't been loving the players that have been falling to us in our particular drafts because we snipe each other left and right over and over and over. But I do believe that we're going to all love the 12 pick in our real draft settings when people totally draft differently than we anticipated, in all of our mock drafts. Like, this feels like a pretty good set of picks that have fallen to me. Did Berrios go yet? Hopefully Berrios didn't go. I don't think he will. He's pretty far down. I'm on the clock here. I've got Adams and Diggs already. I need a running back pretty badly, but I think... What if I ignore running back? What if I ignore... Let's try this. Let's ignore running back, and let's go truly zero RB, and let's just take the best players that I think are there. Like, if there was no lineup, we just take the best players. This is what I would want to do. Adams, Diggs, Joe Burrow, and Pitts. Let's see what running backs would be available. This will be interesting. 7 picks away. I mean, you can't tell me that doesn't look like a stacked squad. It's just, okay, what's the outcome going to be with the running back situation? Am I going to be in a hole beyond holes, or will this be doable? Let's see what happens. 7 picks away. Berrios is still there. Hassan Haskins is interesting. Davis Mills, I'll take in a little bit. Let me look at the quarterback rankings. Yeah, Mills and Watson are kind of creeping up, and I think maybe some people are going to start looking at getting another quarterback soon, and a run could really wipe this down to like Trubisky. But let's take the gamble. How many picks? Because I need a backup tight end. I need to make sure I'm accounting for it. I got 4 positions left. So that means I can get my backup tight end. I just need to make sure he has a different bye week. Carlos says I should have gone zero running. Carlos, you could go 100 different ways. I don't know that there's no one way that's going to win you an underdog league. A lot of it's flow, and if like me, I went zero wide receiver and I ended up pretty solid at wide receiver. I like going with the running backs and quarterback stacks, but I also go zero running back all the time. But I go with best player available, bro. Even in best ball, you can't draft a position. Like, if you go and draft in a position, it can screw you pretty bad. Berrios. We'll go with Berrios. I like him. Feels pretty good. Pretty good. Oh, I'm on the clock. I took Hooper because I was running out of time. Should get a lot of targets. We talked about this on our call earlier today, that Hooper just, should be able to absorb a lot of targets if he stays healthy. So I think that's a pretty good pick. You have to have good backups. Yeah, it's hard to zero running back teams have the highest advance rates. Last Best Ball Mania, Carlos, I caution against drafting position. I mean, I say that a lot, and do what you want, and I totally respect you and your opinion. But when you use last year's data to try and paint a picture as to you should draft a position over best player available, it puts you in a hole, bro, if those numbers don't line up and carry over. Because everything's different, and you're using rates of, you can't use those percentage rates when you feel like you are drafting different than everybody else. Like, you could just say, oh, if I follow those trends, this will happen and carry over from last year. I find with the success that I have over and over and over, bro, that drafting best player available does what you're suggesting I do when it's appropriate. You know what I mean? It will force it will force my hand to go in the right direction, and 33.333% of the time, roughly, I'll be drafting the way you're describing because it fits perfectly. So we'll be on the same page more times than you realize, but I will let best player available guide me every single time. Every single time. Kareem Hunt's not bad here. I mean, I don't love... Oh, I didn't get a chance to see what other running backs were there, but this would have turned out to be pretty decent. Who were the running backs that were available? How come you can't see that? They should let you see who was left. 9 picks away. Just got 1.1 in a puppy. Join Underdog, guys. Click the link in the description and pinned in the chat. Get in one of these. They're so fun. They're so fun. Let me finish this draft real quick, and then we'll start another sleeper mock draft. I like Zamir White. Yes, I'm still looking at running backs. That's the way I build my teams. Okay. I do pretty well for myself, so I think I have the luxury of drafting the way I feel it works for me. There's not a lot of running backs that I even like anyway. I still feel compelled to take Davis Mills at some point here, because if, let's say, this is what people don't understand about best ball when they say you already have 2 quarterbacks, you don't need 2 quarterbacks. If, let's say, Trey Lance is out for the year and he goes down in week 10 when Joe Burrow goes on a bye, I would be screwed. I would lose that week. You got to have 3 different quarterbacks to account for that. And you can't have that third quarterback share the bye week with either of the other 2 quarterbacks, because if Trey Lance went down and I draft a quarterback with bye week 10, I would be screwed if Lance went down and I have 2 bye week 10 quarterbacks in my roster. There's no waivers. Yes, I switch it up all the time, Carlos. I do what you're saying only when it fits best player available. I refuse to ever draft a position over drafting a player. First of all, I don't think it's fun. I'd rather not play if I'm just like, I'm going to go RB no matter what. I'd rather not play. I'm taking Mills now. I'm doing it now. Those quarterbacks are absolutely fire. Joe Burrow, Trey Lance, and Davis Mills. Swift, Javonte, Travis Etienne, Tyler Algier. Straight fire running backs. Pretty good wide receivers, if you ask me. Yeah, it's lighter than I want, but I almost got DK. I almost had McLaurin and DK Metcalf. It was so close. I was so close. Is this the last pick? I got quarterback down. I got running back on lock. Although, I'll take another one. I got wide receiver pretty well covered with the buys. I got the 2 tight ends. Again, you can get screwed if your tight end goes down, but I'm gonna take the chance that that doesn't happen. I think unless I can. Yeah, there's nothing there. The best player, the most capable of. I'm gonna go Haskins. Pretty good squad. Pretty good squad. Attaboy alley-oop. Attaboy alley-oop. Started BPA, buddy. Let's look at these teams and see what we think of them. Can we pop this out? Let's pop that out. There we go. So, JT, Josh Allen, Tyreek Hill, Monty, Patrick Mahomes, the double quarterbacks. It's a good team. It's a good team. It has, it's going to lack a little depth, but it's a good team. Monty, Taylor, Hunt, and then the wide receivers are Hill, Cooper, Drake, quarterbacks. That's, it's going to be one to contend with for sure. Definitely a top 5 team, and the draft slot, obviously helps. Cooper Kupp, Leonard Fournette, Connor. I don't like Connor and Fournette back to back. Like you're gonna reach on one, I get it, but reaching on both, that team's done. Put a fork in it, Storm. Put a fork in it, Storm King. More like Storm Pond. I hope that's not one of our guys. If it is, I great squad. Great squad. I love it, Storm. I don't think we have a Storm anywhere. Maybe you're using a different name. But I hope that wasn't one of our people. I hope that wasn't Thor Bear or something. Put a fork in it, Storm. Put a fork in that. Zeke, you know he drafted Zeke somewhere, did he? No, he drafted Pollard, though. What a hypocrite. I hope that's not one of our guys. Who is that? Who's Zeke? Is that one of our people? You're not a hypocrite. You're my hero. Okay. Eckler, AJ Brown, Keenan Allen, Deontay, Judy, Pollard. It's good. It's okay. I won't say good. It's okay. Jefferson, Debo, T. Higgins, Gabe Davis. There's no need for Gabe Davis there. You've done a good job going wide receiver zone offense, whoever you are. But then you pushed it. You got greedy and you wanted to have another wide receiver and you forced Gabe Davis in the 4th round, bro. You basically dropped a log right in the bed sheets, bro. You crapped the bed massively drafting Gabe Davis, who I like a lot, in the 4th round. That's just bad. That's just bad business. 4th round, Gabe in the 4th round is not a good look. Just 10 soccer. McCaffrey, Andrews, Nick Chubb, Waddle, Lamar, St. Brown, Devontae, Burks. That's not bad. That's not bad. It's definitely going to be in like the top 6 to, top 6, 7, something like that. Jamar Chase, CeeDee Lamb, Mike Williams, Breece Hall, Elijah Mitchell, Gibson. Bro, that's a really, really, really good 0 running back through 3 rounds. That's a good draft slot to do it too. But like, those are insanely good running backs for that approach. This is definitely a top 4 or 5 team. So that's a good execution of that. But that's best player available, Is that Baird? Baird picks? Let's see how good you pick Baird. So far, I'm not thinking here. Is Baird picks in here? Do we have somebody named Baird picks? I apologize if you're one of my people, but you need to change your name to Bad Picks. I'm just kidding. I'm only kidding if you're in the live chat right now. If you're not in the live chat, he does need to change his name to Bad Picks. Stephon Diggs, Mike Evans, and then the typical reach. I don't like, guys. Pittman could be good. I'm not saying he's a bust. Stop taking Pittman in the 3rd round. Stop taking Pittman in the 3rd round. Bad picks right here. Bad picks 1. He took Pittman in the 3rd round and followed it up with Courtland Sutton in the 4th round. And that was 4 wide receivers. Then Juju Smith-Schuster. Are you out of you? I didn't even see that yet. God. They should refund his money. That is shameful. I think Underdog would be doing the right thing to be like, look, to email this account holder and be like, look, your child got on your phone, probably pressed some buttons, accidentally drafted. Yeah, I get this. I know. And you're going to think this is crazy. We knew right away that it was a child that got a hold, unlocked your phone, and just started going like this because you drafted Michael Pittman in round 3, Courtland Sutton in round 4, Juju in round 5 to account for 5 straight wide receivers. Jeez. God. Derrick Henry, Aaron Jones, Alvin Kamara. It lives and dies by Kamara. Herbert, this is a good team. DK, he's the one that got DK. He's the one that got DK. Unbelievable. That was my pick. He stole DK Metcalf from me from my Kung Fu grip. Part of me thinks my mistake was, no, that wasn't. That was, McLaurin was a great pick there. Burrow was a fantastic pick there. Yeah, what was that guy doing? Stephon Diggs, Mike Evans, starts off good. This kid, whoever got a hold of this phone, this kid started using the pre-rank list from the beginning. He opened up this app, he joined a mock draft, and he just said, let me just hit the buttons from top to bottom. He went boom. He went Diggs, Evans. He started off hot. And then he's like, and he scrolled. This thing scrolls. Let me scroll. Pittman, scroll. Cortland Sutton, scroll. Juju Smith-Schuster. What running backs? Hopefully this is not one of the guys in here. I don't think it is. I've trained my people too well to be drafted in We have never seen Juju Smith-Schuster go in the 5th round in any of our mock drafts. This cannot be one of my people. If it is, they need to take a massive lap. This guy needs to take a lap. Where are we at? Henry, Aaron Jones, Kamara, Justin Herbert, DK, Kyler. Really, really good, interesting build that he's got there. No, the wide receivers are lacking, though, so it might be hard for this team to weather through some injuries and such. But, I think that it's a very crafty team, and it all revolves around Kamara, obviously. But to get Herbert, DK, Hunter Renfrow that late and get Kyler on top of it and still have those 3 running backs, it's definitely going to be a team to be reckoned with. Juju will eat this year. Book it. I mean, that's fine, but he's not going to eat well enough to earn 5th round value. Or even if let's say he does, Swaggy. Let's say somehow, some way, Juju plays like a 5th rounder. You don't draft him in round 5 because he's going so much later. So it's irrelevant. You know what I mean? It's absolutely irrelevant. Am I taller than the clown? Yeah, bro. I'm 6'2" and a quarter. Like I'm 6'2" and a quarter, 6'2" and a half. I probably shrunk down to about 6'2" and 1/8 over the years. Yeah, you can't use the word MVS and ballin' or Juju and ballin' in the same sentence, I don't think. So 89 people in here, 47 likes. Smash the thumb up button, please. Please do that. Najee, Saquon, Pitts, DJ Moore, Godwin, Mooney, Tom Brady, Kadarius Toney. Not bad until the Godwin pick. Like, what a waste of a 5th round pick. Dude's not going to be ready. DeAndre Swift, Javonte Williams, Travis Etienne, Terry McLaurin, Joe Burrow, Dalton Schultz, Ayuk, Trey Lance, Claypool, Tyler Algier, Alec Pierce. I like it, man. I like my odds with this team. Everybody shrinks, alley-oop. When you get to be about 35 years old, you start realizing you're shrinking. 34, 35, you got a better posture. You can stretch out. Robbie just subscribed to the channel. Robbie.
Let's go, mashed potatoes.
Yeah, buddy.
Robster. No, I'm 6'2". I think the guy you were speaking of, the clown, I believe that individual is I think he's like 5'8", bro. Maybe 5'9". So so far through round 5, JT, Javonte, T. Higgins, Breece Hall, DK. Love it, Ron. That's good. Maybe I should do a puppy. Anyway, who was it? Bach said I had the worst team. Where's Bach? Bach, you're always negative. You're just always negative, bro. You're just constantly like a negative vibe lately. I don't remember you being that way either. Like I feel like something's like flipped. Did I say something wrong about a player you love? Did I do something? Where's Bach's comment? Bach said something like, Smitty, stop. You have the worst team in this draft. I don't have the worst team. Jacob disagrees with you, Bach. Jacob likes my team. Jacob says my team is fire. And I don't think Jacob's making that up. Swift, Javonte, Travis Etienne, Terry McLaurin, Joe Burrow, Dalton Schultz, Ayuk. Johnny says negative, but always comes back. I mean, what can I say? Bach likes to be here. Burrow, Hopkins, next 2 picks. Nice, bro. Ron may have just won a puppy. And when I say puppy, I don't mean an actual dog. I mean he may have won a puppy draft. You have to start 3 wide receivers. Thanks, Bach. I didn't read the rules or know what I was doing. And you're starting like Claypool every week. I like Claypool. Bach, have you not seen my Claypool content? Like, you may disagree with Claypool, but I like Claypool. Alley-oop says, I'm not kissing tail, but Smitty's team is fire. Thank you. Appreciate it, Alley-oop. I think it's pretty fire myself. Swift, Javonte, Etienne. Tell me who's got 3 better running backs in this draft. The answer is nobody. And I know you're going to say 3 wide receivers. Yeah, I have 3 wide receivers. And Bach, this is your opinion. Claypool is the wide receiver 3 on this team. According to Claypool, he's the top 3 wide receiver in the NFL, Bach. What do you have to say about that? Claypool thinks he's better than everybody but Jamar Chase and Cooper Kupp. He thinks he's better than JJ. His confidence is at an all-time high. You don't think he's going to use that? You don't think he's going to hold on to that and play well? I think McLaurin, Ayuk, and Claypool, and Alec Pierce, and Jamison Williams, and Bourne, and Tolbert, and Barry, I think it's a pretty darn good wide receiver crew considering my sacrifice to go down the running back rabbit hole and take Swift, Javonte, Etienne with Joe Burrow and Dalton Schultz. Thank you very much, Bach. Claypool, yeah, you know what? Claypool to the moon. This is for you, Bach.
To the moon.
Claypool, bring it. I wouldn't draft Claypool with my worst enemy's team, let alone mine. Come back at the end of September. Okay. Let's I'm going to do a puppy. I'm going to do a puppy draft right now. I think that's what I'm going to do alongside. You guys want to do a puppy draft? Link is pinned in the chat if you want to get in on this with me. Let's do a puppy draft right this second. Deposit. There we go. Ding! I only deposit when I'm playing. Does anybody else do that? I don't like to just throw it in there. I like to make sure. You never know when things are gonna lock up. You never know when you're. Okay, puppy. 30-second per pick. Let's see the lineup requirements and everything. It looks like first is going to get 75K, second 40, third 25, fourth 20. And it looks like same kind of thing, week 1 through 14. And then you're going to probably the first top 1 or 2 teams will advance to week 15, then week 16, then week 17. 0.5 reception, which is another reason I went with my running back heavy approach, by the way. 0.5 PPRs. It makes me lean a little more toward the running back when the best player available tells me so. Roster, 2 running backs, 1 tight end, 1 flex, 3 wide receivers, same exact as the other one. So I'm going to enter this one right now. Let's get it. Ron, I'm in this. Oh, no. I'm leaving it. I want to get in it with you. I want to get in it with you guys. Ron, do you want to get in this one? I'm afraid to get in with Ron because he's going to snipe everybody, though. He's doing good. Let's see if I can get in this one now. Let's see if it... It's the only one that they have that's right now. It's waiting on one person. So jump in, guys. Maybe you already did. Maybe some of you jumped in it already because I told you to click. It's $5 in this one. This one's really, really cheap. I could even do another one side by side. It's not a big deal. Thank you, Swaggy, for informing us that Claypool is Kool-Aid and that we're drinking the Kool-Aid. I get some of you don't like him. I don't know why he's so hated, but I love Claypool. Like, am I drafting Claypool high? No. I'm drafting Claypool very late, but I really like Claypool a lot at the value, at the cost of entry. Odell Beckham Jr., no matter where he goes, isn't playing for a while, bro. East Coast Taddy's in. Swaggy's only 5'8". Julio Jones coming back this year. Who knows, bro? Probably somewhere, but. Nick R says, I am Doug. I don't even. Are you talking about your Doug? I don't even know what that means, bro. Stormcat's in. Attabrowski. Draft starts in 2 seconds. I think I'm going to focus on this, guys. I'm sorry. I guess I could start a draft. Let me start one. I'll start one for you guys. I'm gonna pick this one pick just because I don't want to worry about anything. And if I might time out. I'm not gonna come here when I'm on the clock and like I'm struggling between the two. Nick R says, yeah, this whole time I'm Doug. Well, okay, Doug. Nick, I don't know what to say. Like, I mean, good job. Swift. Jamar Chase. On the clock. So I have Eckler. Jamar Chase went. I'm going to go Swift again. Eckler, Diggs, Adams, Kelsey. I'm just going to cue all of my peeps. Get them ready to rumble. A.J. Brown, Josh Allen. Not that I won't take guys that I'm not queuing up. I just... Man, Ron, post your whole team, man. Your team was straight fire that last puppy draft you did. All You guys, I got a video that's dropping on Breece Hall very, very, very soon. So get ready for that. All right, let's start the draft. Oh, hold on. Debo. Oh, man, I almost didn't cue Debo. I like Debo more. Sorry, I thought I clicked the button. 7 picks away. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not sharing the screen anymore. Like and subscribe, everyone. 87 people in here. Punch a thumb up. Nick R says, where is Doug tonight? JK, I am not him. Nick, I don't know how to follow this, bro. I don't know what you want me to say. I don't know what you're going for here. You are Doug? You're not Doug? I don't know. I'm 3 picks away. Pittman so early at 3.4 B Stew. Pittman so early. God, AJ Brown gets just taken from me. I'm going to go with this quarterback approach. Herbert, Swift, and Debo's pretty fire 3. I don't love going early quarterback in that scenario because there are a lot of good players on the board, but I felt like it was a pretty good move in best ball. Best ball is quite different in that, and even going another stud quarterback with the not necessarily with the next pick, but the next pick after that isn't a bad option in this kind of format. Like, I'm tempted to do it. Would anybody in this format in best ball grab like a Joe Burrow or Mahomes next without filling in your quarterback, your other running back and wide receiver spots in this format? Understanding best ball and the optimal lineup and how it works. Does anybody feel like they would do that in this particular format? I'm just curious because you see a lot of people do it. I think McLaurin's maybe McLaurin, Pitts, Waddle. Two picks away. Waddle, Waller. I think I go DK here. Who are the running backs? Monty, Elijah Mitchell. Let's go DK. AJ Brown. So I took ETN, AJ Brown, and Taylor. I reached on kind of a little reach on AJ Brown. I think we wouldn't have to do that in a regular draft, but I think ETN I definitely feel. If you click the link, Nick, it'll make you download the app, yeah. Or maybe it won't. It depends. I'm 7 picks away in this draft. Elliott, Deontay, Duty, Waddle. Not worried about those guys getting snagged. David Montgomery. Anybody think I should go Burrow or Mahomes with this next pick if they're there? Do I do that in this scenario? I mean, there's a lot of people that win the leagues doing this. Win these puppy drafts, doing that double stack even in a 1 QB. ETN over Barkley. Alley-oop, I do ETN over Barkley all day long, every day, and I talk about it 24 hours a day. Part of me wants to go quarterback again. Part of me wants to have that stack to just have an optimal rotation. I'm thinking about it. I'm strongly thinking about it. I didn't mean the puppy ones. I'm sorry. Kittle's kind of good here. That's pretty good. ETN over Hall. I like ETN and Hall. I don't want to say the same. Yeah, I know Carlos. I don't have my roster completed yet. I understand how it works, bro. I'm saying optimal lineup of 2 quarterbacks of that nature, bro. It could score you an insane amount. Smitty, what is your... How high did you get back in? I don't do any of that, bro. I was a good boy. This is a good squad, man. I like it. Herbert, Swift, Debo, Metcalf, Kittle. I'm liking it. I think Kittle has a pretty big year. Smitty the good boy. Smitty the good boy. St. Brown I like. I don't know about right here, but I want to cue this bad boy. Hopkins later. Uke. All right, we'll come back to that. Tight end, who's already got a tight end. I don't need that. Quarterback, why not? I'm going to think about it. Kyler's still there. Why not? Coming back to my pick. Why not? Yeah, I guess Coca-Cola would be my addiction of choice for sure. Herbert is going to smash Carlos. He's going to smash. So 2022 is going to be unreal for Burrow, Herbert, Josh Allen, Trey Lance, Jalen Hurts. Bro, if Herbert falls, I got to take Herbert here, guys. Right? I got to take Herbert here. Burrow. I got to take Burrow here. I got to. I'm sorry. There's a lot of good players here, but that combination... I like it. Smash. Oh. It timed out. I timed out. Oh, hey, let me switch it. I hit the first guy I could. Lamar. It's too early for Lamar, but at least I got to choose. Kittle. I like Kittle here. Boom. That's a pretty good team. Taylor, AJ Brown, ETN, Lamar, Kittle. I worry a little bit about Lamar. I don't know about this weight gain thing. How often is Burrow going to outscore Herbert? I think Burrow could be the number one quarterback. I have Herbert as my number one, but they're close. And I have a video dropping tomorrow about, I would say probably around, I'd say about 6 or 7 a.m. Hopefully. And that video is going to, or maybe it'll come out a little later tomorrow. That video is going to describe why Joe Burrow is the best pick in all of fantasy football potentially in 2022. And he could easily outscore Herbert on occasion. Just because Herbert could outscore him or should outscore him, I do have Herbert being the number one scorer in fantasy football, period, let alone for quarterbacks. It doesn't mean that optimal-wise, you're not going to get, instead of, let's just, for number's sake, say they scored 300 each, to get 375 out of that one starting slot with the best ball optimal lineup being set for you each time. It's a big difference maker, bro. There's a reason a lot of people deploy this strategy. I'm not saying your strategy is wrong, Carlos, but it seems like you're saying this strategy is wrong. And I'm saying that my strategy, your strategy, everyone's strategy, and a lot of it depends. Ooh. I'm gonna go with my gut here and draft the guy I want here. This is what are we at? Round 7. I'm fine with this. I'm fine with Kenny Walker here. I don't have a lot of Kenny Walker shares, and I know it could be week 4, it could be week 5. I caution everybody about that more than anybody, but for some reason people keep taking him in the round 3 and 4 and 5. This is good value. This is good value. This is not too late. If Kenny Walker gets into the lineup and I have somebody that can, if he doesn't do well right away, use instead for a while, Kenny Walker is going to drop fire. This strategy is used a lot, man. If you look at drafts, any of the drafts we've been doing, and you'll see at least one team or two teams will always have a back-to-back quarterback selection in like the 4th and 5th round, or like the 5th and 6th, or the 3rd and 5th, or the 3rd and 6th. It's always somebody taking a quarterback before their lineup's filled out. It's a very, very common strategy used in best ball because of optimal lineup quarterback scoring. You literally get, if these guys score 300 each, you're probably going to get, if I had to guess, 300 and at least 50 to 375 points. That is a big amount of point difference. Well, Carlos, I don't know what to tell you, bro. You can argue with me all day long about my strategy and everything I'm doing. You don't have to watch, Carlos. It's up to you. Apparently everything I'm doing is wrong in your eyes anyway, so I'm fine with that. I like Watson's not bad. Let's cue Watson. Oh, we're almost up. We need wide receivers. We only have 2. We only have 2, but we also need a running back. I'm not feeling like, I feel like these wide receivers are going to fall that I want. I don't want to force it. I'm going to take Kareem Hunt. Herbert, Burrow, Swift, Ken Walker, Kareem Hunt. I feel like my running back room is pretty good right now, and I can focus on wide receiver. Go forward. Taylor, AJ Brown, ETN, Lamar Jackson, Kittle. I really feel top 5-ish with this one. I don't know how I felt about my last one. I don't know if I felt my last one. This one I feel really good about. And I accidentally got the Lamar pick kind of forced on me because I was running out of time. Andrew's got Kupp, Evans, Barkley, Mitchell, Moore. Hefe's got Jefferson, Andrews, Hall, Mike Williams, Kyler Murray. That's top 5. Mama's got Eckler, Hill, Allen, Burrow, Waller. Solid. McCaffrey, Allen, Metcalf, Jacobs, Pittman. That's pretty good, Avatar. I don't love Jacobs, but if he worked out, that's where I like Pittman to go. Carrick's got Chase, Aaron Jones, Higgins, Connor, Hurts. Okay. Harris, Kelsey, McLaurin, Monty, Hollywood, Swift, Mixon, Herbert, Waddle, Schultz. Very good. These are very, very balanced teams. Javonte, Debo, love it. End of the third, I can deal with Kamara there. That's good. Elliott, not bad there. I don't mind Elliott there versus third round. And considering you need Elliott too, for the first half of the season, and maybe he breaks down and Kamara comes in, it's good. Judy. Cook, Adams, Pitts, Gibby, Sutton. I like it. Diggs, Lamb, Mahomes, Fournette, A-Rob. I don't love A-Rob at 5.12 to be honest, but I still like the team. He did a good job. All right, here we go. So there's a couple good wide receiver options. I like Sky Moore a little bit. I don't know about right here, but we'll cue him. I like Claypool a lot. You guys know that. Claypool will be a fantastic wide receiver 3, in my opinion. I know not everybody likes the idea. That's okay. That's why we play the game. That's why we play the game. Claypool. I do like Watson here, though. I think Watson could eat. I never sniped Madison from that guy. I was telling everybody I was going to snipe him. I'm going to go... I need Watson because of the bye weeks. I think Watson eats. Good. Full course meals. So bye week wise, 8 and 10, I'm good at quarterback. I'll draft a third that doesn't have bye week 8 or 10. Again, because if you think about it, if you draft another quarterback, or let's say you don't take a backup quarterback or a third quarterback at all, if Herbert went down, then in week 10 I would have no quarterbacks. You have to account for that. And if you draft a third quarterback that has the same bye week as one of them, so let's say I draft a bye week 8 guy and Burrow goes down, then both my quarterbacks that I now have are still both in the same bye weeks. You get screwed. So you got to be pretty careful with that. Bye weeks on the running backs. I'm obviously gonna draft more running backs, but they're spread out 6, 11, 9. I don't have any problems there. Wide receiver spread out 9, 11, 14. Kittle's 9. I'm good. I got good flexibility moving forward. I don't really have to worry about anything moving forward. I'll definitely queue. I'm gonna queue my boy Mills just for later. He's kind of my go-to third quarterback. James Cook is interesting. I like Ramondre. I'm just going to queue some people I like. I realize I may not take a running back right here. I like Algier. I know I'm showing my hand here to the people I'm drafting with, but that's okay. It's okay. It's a learning environment. We're all in a safe space, a learning space. Garrett Wilson's not bad here. Did Claypool get taken? He did. That is quite a shame. I like Garrett Wilson a little bit here. I'd have 2 rookie wide receivers, but that's okay. Dotson's kind of interesting. I like what I see out of that kid. It's getting thin up in this mug. Man, Alexander sure is ranked high. Ron, drop that other team first and then drop this team. I would love to know what that first team was. You did really good with that. Sorry I kept that on screen the whole time. I'm sorry. You guys couldn't even see. Yeah, Carlos, I'm done talking about it, bro. I don't need to explain it. I've already explained it. Garrett Wilson. Let's do it. Let's do it live. Nice guys, keep it friendly in the chat. Attaboy, Blackbeard. Call in? Okay, Ron. Let me open up the phone line. I'm sure you have the phone line, Ron, right? All right, we're open, Ron. We're open for business. What's up, Ron? You're live on the show, bro.
Hey, what's going on? All right, this is what I ended up with. It got kind of squirrely at the end, but so I ended up with Joe Burrow, Matt Ryan, and then toward the end I picked up Trubisky because I got a couple Steeler players, so I just took him as a third. And then my running backs, Jonathan Taylor, Javonte Williams, Breece Hall, Ken Walker, and then way down I picked up Gus Edwards. Receivers, T. Higgins, DK Metcalf, DeAndre Hopkins. Then I picked up Joshua Palmer, KJ Osborne, George Pickens. And then my last pick is always Westbrook Akine. Somebody's got to catch the ball in Tennessee.
Yep.
And then my
taking Algier here. Love Algier.
Tight ends was Dawson Knox, Fairmouth, and then I picked up accidental. This is my accidental pick, Cameron Brate.
Yeah, I mean, he could be okay. I've got one.
But overall,
7 more picks. Yeah, I mean that's good, bro. I mean you crushed that draft. The other one, is that the team you were listing in the chat?
Yeah, that's the team I'm listing in the chat.
So name your lineup one more time. Just do your lineup.
Okay. All right. It is Joe Burrow. Got him in the 7th. You want to know the order?
No.
Or just the?
Yeah, just the team.
Okay. Joe Burrow, Matt Ryan, Mitch Trubisky is the quarterback. Running backs, Jonathan Taylor, Javonte Williams, Breece Hall, Ken Walker, Gus Edwards.
Nice.
Receivers, T. Higgins, DK Metcalf, DeAndre Hopkins.
That's good, bro.
KJ Osborne, Joshua Palmer, George Pickens, and Westbrook Akine.
It's fire, bro.
Tight ends, Knox, Fairmouth, and Brate.
That's fire, bro.
Yeah, that's the first time. Well, second time since I've been doing all these drafts that I've gotten in the number one position. And the first time I didn't think I nailed it, but I think I nailed it pretty good this time.
Yeah, I like that, bro. Hey, do you like this squad so far that I'm drafting here? First of all, have you tried the Herbert Burrow? Like, I know you and I have talked about trying a stack that's like Trey Lance and Herbert, you know, where you're getting a big gun, but he's definitely costing you a lot less. Have you ever tried the Herbert Burrow or Mahomes Burrow or Mahomes Herbert, something with those top 5 quarterbacks? Nice.
Yeah, right after you challenged me to do that, I got I think it was the Herbert Burrow. Yeah, I think it was the Herbert Burrow combo. I've gotten a lot of different combos.
Yeah, the key is doing enough drafts that you can try different approaches. You can try wide receiver heavy, try running back heavy. You can try totally balanced, but using that best player available approach allows you to do those things naturally. And then you do enough drafts, you're gonna have a handful of wide receiver heavy, handful of running back heavy, handful of double quarterback, and you're doing them naturally. And so you're not forcing it in one draft. You know, you're just let it flow and let the draft flow. Like looking at this right here, let's see. And I'm not so proud that I can't like take a look at this and tell you where I may have gone wrong. Like, should I have not taken Joe Burrow with this fifth round or sixth round pick. I took Joe Burrow in the middle of the sixth round, so it wasn't like I took him.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
He goes. He usually goes. I get him in the 6th or 7th all the time.
Yeah. So I did take Herbert though in this draft early, but what I'm saying is, if I look at it, at 67, Godwin went. At 68, A.J. Dillon went. At 69, St. Brown went. At 70, Elijah Moore went. Then Adam Thielen. Then Russell Gage. I do like DeAndre Hopkins and Gibson. Those were two players that I would have kind of liked instead of Burrow, and then maybe got a quarterback later. But none of those names are names that, like, I wouldn't have done the Burrow doubling up on the quarterbacks in best ball to get the optimal scoring each week. I wouldn't have tried that with this Burrow in the middle of round 6 when I already had Herbert if there were bigger names on the board. Like, ultimately, Ken Walker still fell to me. So let's say I would have taken Gibson at pick 66, right? And then came back around, and then I tried this later with another later quarterback. I wanted Ken Walker. So that combination of Burrow and Walker is phenomenal. Or let's take it one step further. Is Joe Burrow at 66 with Kareem Hunt at 2 rounds later at 90, is that better than going Trey Lance at 90 to do the double quarterback thing and getting Gibson up top? So what's better, Gibson and Trey or Joe Burrow and Kareem Hunt? You know, it's all very arguable. My whole point is, for anybody watching that's wondering why would you even try this, it's all, you got to compare apples to apples. Joe Burrow in any of the picks in the next 2 rounds is very comparable to any quarterback in, like, let's say that Kareem Hunt spot, you know, and then having the other player. You just got to look at it from those, like, perspectives, because a lot of people will just take it and say, well, you shouldn't have done it. Why'd you double up? You didn't have your lineup full. But in best ball, that's the whole point. You're trying to come up with a way, the most creative way to score the most amount of points. I kind of like this Khalil Herbert kid. I'm running out of time. I probably need to stop drafting running backs now. I think I'm good. I need a couple more wide receivers, but we got a lot of rounds left, right? We still got 1, 2, 3,
Here's
4.
the thing that I've noticed is, like, no, yeah, it's great to get those 2 great quarterbacks. And sometimes you're going to run into, when you're drafted, you're going to run into a group of players, even though you say take best player available. Sometimes the best player available
is going to fall.
You don't like. I mean, you just don't like any of the people in that next group. So why wouldn't you pick the best quarterback? Because it's at first, and then you're going to get down to a tier of players that you do like and be able to get back on track to the best player available. So I do that. I mean, I paired up earlier today. I was in one, and I paired up. I think I posted it in Instagram to you, but I paired up Lance and Stafford. You know, I wanted to take a chance on Lance, and I had Debo, and I think I ended up with Debo and Ajuk, and can't remember exactly, but yeah, those sometimes you just gotta take the best player that's best for your team.
Yeah, but like, yeah, and Burrow in the middle of 6 with these options on the board. Again, Godwin. I don't know if you can see my screen. Where am I at on the draft? I think I'm almost up.
Yeah, I can see you.
Yeah, let me share it again in a second. I'm almost up. Let me draft this pick first. I kind of like Braxton Berrios. I don't know why. He's kind of in a crowded wide receiver room, but I feel like he could still be productive, and I think Wilson loves him. I like why is Guyton? I was trying to cue somebody, and Guyton jumped in there. Do you like Pickens or Berrios more?
I haven't drafted Berrios at all. I've drafted Pickens a few times.
Yeah, I like Pickens.
Pickens, I think, has more upside.
He does. I just worry about getting any of it because of the quarterback room. But I've gotten Berrios a few times. Let's go Pickens on that one. Okay, so let me show the board here. So again, if you can see the board, there might be like a 10-second delay. But the board here, looking at Joe Burrow, sitting here at 66 overall, and then going this way, Godwin is the next pick. AJ Brown. Again, the only one in my mind, and you might think different, that I would have wanted to take instead of Burrow is the Gibson at 74, the Hopkins at 73. I mean Walker, but I got him. Like who do you like? Who would you have gone instead of Burrow if you were going to go a different player? Would it have been Gibson, or would it have been Hopkins, or would it have been someone else?
I would have went with I because I've been getting Burrow in round 7 all the time. I probably would have taken the chance, and that doesn't mean you're going to get him in 7 all the time. But I'm a big Hopkins. I got Hopkins in almost all of my stuff.
So let's say you went Hopkins, and then you came back around in round 7. Would you have still taken Walker here? I love Walker there. I'm fine with Walker there at 7.
Maybe it would depend where he was, because it would depend where he's at on the whole. When you have all the tabs open, where he's at.
And
I've gotten Walker most of the time. I get him in round 8, sometimes in round 9. So I would have taken Burrow. Burrow's a great pick in round 7.
Yeah, but I don't think he would have been
Hopkins
there. Yeah, Burrow wouldn't have been there based on where he was. He was the top quarterback on the list when I drafted him. So he would definitely have been gone. That was part of why I made that decision, is because that
happens. You got to make those calls sometimes.
You take Burrow here instead of Gibby, and I take Walker here instead of Gibby here. It just makes so much sense. Like, looking at the board, I'm telling you, I don't regret it. Like, there's some times where you do it and you're like, I don't like it. I don't regret taking Burrow. I feel like
I don't think he did. I think he did good picking Burrow there.
I like it,
because if he was the only one, you got to look. You got to look at, okay, if Burrow was there, but there was like 2 quarterbacks or 3 quarterbacks still on the board ahead of him, then you could have waited. But if he was like right there and the only one, you got to take him when you get your chance, or you're going to miss out.
You like Hamler at all? He's coming back from the ACL. Hamler's tough. I like him, but
I haven't picked up.
I like Hamler.
I mean, honestly, in the later rounds for receivers, I go because I got a lot. You know, if I got Herbert or stuff, I like Palmer's versatility. Because
I do like Palmer.
If Williams gets injured or Keenan Allen gets injured, he's already running with the first crew. So
yeah, I like him a lot.
I like Palmer. I'm a big KJ Osborne. I love his upsides, and especially if Thielen gets hurt, which he usually does, Osborne's going to step into that number 2 role and get all that productivity. So I like him later on. I've been getting a lot of Pierce too. Alex Pierce.
Love Alex Pierce.
There's those 3 that I've gotten a ton of in the later rounds.
Yeah, I own Alex Pierce. And Alex Pierce in so many leagues.
Like I said, my last pick in most of these is Westbrook-Ikhine. I mean, you think about it. They're already preparing him for a bigger role. They've already talked about bigger role.
Yeah.
And with the rookie having problems with that, you don't know what's going on with him.
Yeah, Burks with the asthma, the breathing. It's like one thing after another. You know, is he out of shape? And I don't know if that out of shape stuff's accurate, but yeah, Westbrook-Ikhine, he falls so far. He's definitely like a great. In best ball, he's a great last player to grab, because right now when you click on wide receivers, he's literally like a scroll and a half down.
Yeah, you don't see him. You could just sit there and pick him. Nobody's picking him. And so he could be the difference maker. You know he's going to play, and you know he's going to, he could be the next guy that comes out and just out of nowhere and has a really good year, and he might win you your championship. I just like him. There's something about him I like.
And Njoku, I don't know how I feel about Njoku.
I haven't picked up any Njoku.
Yeah, I need a backup tight end.
And plus, you'll be going against. You'll be going against. There's only one player in Cleveland you'd take, and that was. You say you're staying away from everybody else. Remember?
You what?
So stay away from Njoku.
Yeah,
you said you would.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm not drafting him. He's got a bye week that I can't even weather through anyway because of my tight end bye. Yeah, I probably.
If you have.
I probably won't draft.
If you have an opportunity, if you do like a three tight end, the rookie for Arizona would be something to look into, especially if Ertz gets. He was a top-rated tight end coming.
I think in best ball though, that's scary to do if you're backup, because if he's not in there when you need him, and I got Kittle on
no. I'm talking about
regular redraft.
If you were to go to 3 tight ends, if you already have your 2 tight ends, I would, as a third tight end, he would be somebody that I would.
Taysom
Trey
Hill's,
McBride.
Taysom Hill's interesting too in best ball, because if he gets in there at quarterback for whatever reason, they're not changing. They're not changing his position. In best ball, he's kind of a secret weapon backup tight end, because if he gets in there,
how's his injury?
How's what?
How's his injury?
As far as I know,
what's it say about?
As far as I know, there's
look on his.
Yeah, as far as I know, there's nothing too worrisome. He's rehabbing. That was 25 days ago. I haven't heard anything negative on him. So I think because Kittle's bye week's 9, he's an interesting He's an interesting backup tight end.
Yeah, he could be. Yeah,
Hayden
definitely.
Hurst, I don't know. I don't trust Hayden Hurst. I don't like Logan
Hayden
Thomas.
Hayden Hurst works if you got Burrow, just as a correlation.
Yeah. I got 2 more picks. Let's see here.
They say, you listen to everybody and they talk about, their 0 running backs and their correlations and this and that and everything else. And I don't know. I guess there might be something to that, but I'm always saying too, is if you have the best players, you're more likely they're going to get you points when you need them to, than really digging that far down into all this correlation stuff. I got
10 seconds. 10 seconds. Hurst or Evan Ingram. Let's go. I got it.
Hurst.
I gotta go. I had that. I had to punch it. I don't like Ingram.
All right.
I don't like Ingram.
Well, if you don't like him, yeah. Well, if you don't like him, you gotta go.
Yeah, I had to punch him though, because I was gonna time out. I need a backup quarterback here. My 2 quarterbacks, I have Herbert and Burrow, both week 8 and week 10. Deshaun Watson's there by week 9. He won't be back in time for either of those bye weeks. Guess he could. The NFL could surprise us, but
hey, you know what you could. If you were down to it, since you got 2 really good quarterbacks, and not that many people are doing it. Last pick of your draft, why don't you think about Malik Willis? He could be in there, and he could be a huge maker.
He could be. I almost rather have Ritter. I think Ritter will be in there before Willis, or not before. I think they'll both be in the lineup at the end of the year. But I like Ritter Willis.
The upside.
Yeah, I like Willis. I just don't know. I don't like that.
It's just a thought.
If Henry went down that often.
No, but if they're going to use him in packages, they're stupid if they don't.
Mm-hmm.
And his athleticism and stuff. But if Ryan goes down, that'd be an exciting offense to watch with him.
All right, big man.
Might not be great at.
I appreciate you calling in. I'm going to close up shop here. Huh? You what?
Yeah, run down. Let me see your whole team.
Okay, let me make this last pick. I suppose I need to get a quarterback here. Watson's there. Yeah. It's interesting. It's interesting to think about it. You know what? I think Pickett's going to be in there at some point. I don't love these options.
Go with one that you think's going to be able to pass for some good yardage.
I think, but I'm more worried about protecting my 2 quarterbacks if one of them was gone during their bye week and the other one got hurt. So I'm gonna go Pickett just for protection. I think he'll be starting by the end of the year. Okay, so my team is Herbert, Burrow, Pickett, but I just for backup, Swift, Ken Walker, Kareem Hunt, Tyler Algier, Khalil Herbert, and then wide receivers are Debo, DK, Christian Watson, Garrett Wilson, Jameson Williams, Pickens, Bourne, Berrios, and then Kittle and Ingram. I like Kittle DK, Debo, Swift, and Herbert a lot. I think that's a really strong core. I think the argument's going to be Burrow. Was it better to go Gibson versus going, that route? Thanks,
Yeah.
Blackbeard, for hitting that.
I haven't really. I've drafted Swift maybe a few times, but I'm not big on Swift. I don't know. I'm just not huge on him. But I think your Burrow pick's fine, dude. I think you took him at the right time. I mean, you took him when you needed to, and the upside on him is just tremendous. So
Yep. All right, Ron.
and it really didn't cost you anything. You got Ken Walker in the next round anyways.
Yeah.
So that worked out perfect.
Yeah, no, I don't think I would have changed. I wouldn't change it. All right, I'm gonna let you go, Ron, because I'm gonna close up shop here. Appreciate you, man.
Hey, it was great talking to you. Thanks for having me on.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
All right.
Later.
We'll talk to you later. All right. Bye.
All right. We are out of here for tonight. Your boy Smitty's going to get some rest tonight, even though we've been live for over 2 hours. This video is dropping tomorrow. I don't know if it's dropping in the early morning or if I'm still going to have a lot of edits to it and get it out later. But I'm going to be dropping this video that's titled Mailbag, or I might title it something else, but right now, Mailbag top 4 players that can win you a league in 2022 based on their ADP. And this man, Breece Hall, is one of the 4 players. And I've talked a lot about Breece Hall. I'm going to hit it a little different. It's going to be very enjoyable. This is, I think, one of the better videos that I've made all year. And I think impact-wise, this video is going to help people win leagues more than any video has to date. So this is going to be, in a way, one of the most important videos that I've ever dropped. This guy is going to win leagues for people. And I hammer that point home in this video. It might be a 2-part video because I'm still editing. I'm still dropping some footage into it. And it might be so long that I want to cut it up into 2. So this will be one of 4 players, and I drop a 5th bonus player, win a league player. I may even drop a 6th bonus player into it, but there's 4 players. The question was the top 4 players that can win you a league based on ADP. Just guys that are absolutely going to explode from their ADP value. I drop a 5th surprise for the person that asked the question. Maybe even drop the 6th. Be divided into 2 parts. It'll be out tomorrow. Appreciate everybody that's here. And please get on over to thefantasyfootballshow.com to get your one-on-one text advice with your boy Smitty. I've got 2 phones. I literally carry around a second phone all day long. It's a real phone. It's you and me talking back and forth on demand texting. And you can get it at thefantasyfootballshow.com. And down below in the description, it's also pinned currently in the link, in the pinned link in the live chat. Play Underdog Fantasy using promo code Smitty, or the link in the description. And that link is also at thefantasyfootballshow.com at the top of the site. I answer every single question in the comments. I answer every single question to about a 99% accuracy rate. At least the initial question. I don't always get alerted when there's a reply or whatever, but test me. Ask me a question. Let's roll. In the comments, you and me. Let's roll. I'll see you all tomorrow. I'll go live at some point during the later part of the afternoon. The video will drop at some point, and it's a marvelous, magnificent piece of work. See you tomorrow. Appreciate every single one of you. And I'm trying to... I don't even know. I moved all these things. There it is. Later. Appreciate you all. Thanks, Ron, for the super chat. Thank you for the chat. Nice teams. Let's go.